Okay, I'm back. Had to take my car to the collision shop. Pick it up from the collision shop. And this is where we left off here. We watched as on this 5-minute chart we came down here. And expecting it to not break or breach this low, we had to move our stop underneath it. 69.07, 06 or so. And of course we would had to, if we were sitting here at the time, we would have readjusted that trend line when we started getting this move back to the upside. Just these two candles would have been enough. And as you can see, it continued on. Interesting enough though, notice where it topped out at. 69.45, very top. 69.46, the very number, 47. The very one pip above the very number that we were looking at for the limit in terms of resistance for the day. But notice also the strength, because the trend line that by readjusting it is showing that it doesn't want to give up and go bearish here. We see it break below here and then not breaching, so we have to readjust it once again. Then we get another break below the trend line, but not breaching it, so we have to readjust again. And trying to work with this, it breaches, but then it breaks the trend line again, but it won't. And so we readjust it once again, and now we're breaking the trend line once again. And if we breach it, then maybe we can consider that it might work its way back down to the gold line at 68.96. Notice what's happening in this process is that we are getting a new level or area of support right back at the area where we spoke of as being a major point. This is at 69.20 here, and what did we say our numbers were? 69.25ish in the quick view that we were looking at. So here we are, we're right at it once again at this support level. If a person was to try and go long again at this point, they would put a stop underneath this low of 69.07. So looking for possibly getting a move at 69.20, 24, but there's not a lot of room at the top unless it's going to break this ceiling here at 69.46. So this is where we are, and we're in the middle of the day now. It's 11:30, so we're in the doldrums. So we're probably going to see this price just peter along until the afternoon around 2 o'clock, when we talked about, like we talked about earlier this morning, somewhere around 2 o'clock, we might see this price fall all the way back to around 6,900 here and bounce again to come back to the day's high around 69.46. But then again, that's only speculation. It's a very good chance that this line at 69.20 may hold. So we'll see. After all, it did resist it here and moved on beyond it, found the new area of 69.46 as we suspected, came back to it again, and now it's holding it. So this once again shows you the power of the levels that we get with our quick view. By the way, in case you were wondering about that 67.91 long entry that we were looking at, it's based off of over the weekend. There was one of our brokers had a different close at 0.68, and I believe it was 89, and with that, that's how we got the 67.91 Lone Ranger. But then the market itself told us that it was actually 68.81, which took that away, which made the trade to go long at 68.42 a little bit more valid, as opposed to the 67.91, which we still kept because it's close to the 67.88 Gann band support that we have here. Okay, so it's good that that happened, because that got filled for a long, and we're almost 100 pips up. As a matter of fact, we did reach 100 pips at 69.46 or 47 at that high. Also, like I said, the numbers are, they give it, they're there, 69.25 and 60 where is that, 69.46. I mean, these numbers are really great. The 69.03 that we had here, you know, at that breaking point, it's this quick view is it's a very powerful thing. And then we've got the 69.63 is the next area that we'll look for in terms of some type of resistance if we can break past the 69.46, and then we'll move on to 69.89 here. 70.29.25, they're confirming one another here and here. So we've got something. This is a market x-ray of what's going to happen. I mean, all we have to do is adhere to it and we'll be profitable. Anyway, I'm going to sign this out for the day. We'll come back in the evening and take a look at how the day turned out.